Okay, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic Non-Classics. This is episode number 33, 35, and Doubleshot 32, 39. A Star Trek trade and a Godzilla trade, which is the original graphic novel. I'll discuss that later. Okay, first we have Star Trek Classics, Volume 5, Who Killed Captain Kirk?, which collects issues of the original DC run for Star Trek. From the very first volume, issues 49 to 55. And I did look it up. Apparently that 56 was the last issue. You'd think reading this, was this the end of the book? No, one more issue afterwards. Kind of strange they would just go straight to do for these classic books. It's like these like different eras of the book. So, and by the way, all the issues in this book are written by Peter David, art by Thompson and Gordon Potschel. Yep. So, mostly put it's about this weird Klingon who just becomes a good guy and, well, he kind of joins Starfleet. So he predates Worf being the official Klingon and recognized as Starfleet. Yeah, and a lot of characters' uniforms are taken from the movies, obviously. You gotta think with the placement of this. When is this set? I mean, given a look at the uniforms, I mean, Spock is Spock here in this issue? He is. So, I'm guessing this is probably after Voyage Home, during the time of Voyage Home in Undiscovered Country. That's my guess, anyways. Right? Excuse me. Because Sulu's here means this obviously before Star Trek 6. But then we have people being on the planet. And they run into an Andorian who has been there for a while. Then apparently running into a version of the Reliant. And there's also the cat girl part who replaced her on the TV show on the animated series. Well, apparently she and Sulu had a thing which didn't go anywhere. Yeah, and of course, the Klingons here, obviously. Yep. We see a girl obviously likes this guy, Barclay. So, okay, they refer to him as Admiral Kirk, which is interesting given the fact that he got, says he has command here of the Enterprise. You would assume with Spock here, and given how people are dressed here, I'm guessing this is before, like, because they've heard him here as Admiral. They don't mention about him just being a trainee crew, so this could be even before Wrath of Khan because Spock is here. So we have, then we have the Federation President, we have the Ambassador here. Actually, no, this is not the Ambassador, apparently it's Emperor Kahless. Which, yeah, good thing basically it's not gotten into the show because, here's the thing. Why the heck would basically, it's like, yeah, it's all about Kirk, obviously. The Klingons basically give him these weird beards, and there's also one named Nancy who is Klingon, who doesn't act like a Klingon per se. He's got the big riches, but his riches are big. I mean, they go over his head, which is interesting. And so, And it's all about debate, basically, like if Klan can marry a human, which of course we see in the 24th century, and of course there's bickering between the Federation president and what appears to be Emperor Kalis. And look at Kirk's lapel. That's not Admiral. That's that's Captain. They form some agreement with the Klingons, though McCoy is wearing his outfit. And yeah, and there's a bunch of other stuff going on here. Lots of crazy shenanigans with this stuff. Kirk wearing his coat from Wrath of Khan. And then by the end of this particular issue here, we have the Klan who serves aboard Kirk's ship get married. Yep. Yeah. And of course, this woman basically is like, okay, this guy's called Bear Claw. Yeah, and then of course, I think it's the captain tells him he's been court-martialed. Disobeying direct order, insubordination, starting aboard a aircraft. Captain, everything I did because I wanted to impress you, sir. I show you make a valid contribution, and I did see the life of the Klan who just got married. Account for something? It shouldn't. Then again, I was asked for the reason when that should proceeds. I think your bond maneuver was your ticket to my good graces. You could have mistaken. Instead of approving my request to transfer you. At the first opportunity, you're gone, mister. So, basically, his plan was to be transferred. Because he dared stow away on the ship to help out. And then, of course, basically, the Klan who they say, and of course, they go to the quarters, and they close the door, like, yeah, I made it. And then she proceeds to take off her dress, and presumably they had sex. Yep. Oh, the thing with the original series is there's never any mention. Now, it's assumed some characters slept together off screen, but it's never downright stated per se. I mean, in the original series, anyone who watched the original show knows basically you never saw any characters like. For one thing, you never saw characters ever sharing a bed together. Yeah, that was something they didn't do in the original series at all because it was the 60s. You're probably thinking, what was the first time we saw characters ever share a bed together? I would say this didn't happen until the Next Generation this happened. Yes. Yes, it did. And it also happened to Deep Space Nine multiple times, Voyager, Enterprise. You're probably thinking, did this happen in Discovery? I believe it did happen in Discovery. And various other Star Trek series in the 60s, just to think of it because there was this weird thing on TV where you couldn't even show a married couple sharing a bed together, despite the fact that's what they did in real life. And a little fun fact for you about this, I didn't know about this until I was in college. What was the first TV show to ever depict a couple sharing a bed together? A married couple. That TV show was The Flintstones. Yep, the very first TV show ever to depict that. Because earlier shows, like, for some reason they had separate beds. Which I'm like, why? You're a married couple, why would you have separate beds for? Yeah. They have stuff here with I think this is supposed to be Sulu and the cat girl. And this is so funny. And, well, she basically has pretty moves on Sulu. And then they get back to the bridge, obviously. Encounter more weird stuff because of Star Trek. And then for some weird reason, not sure why, there's a door that pops up out of nowhere. This guy goes through it. And then for some reason people get shoved outside. What? It's really weird. And it's a Star Trek comic. Of course it's weird. I mean, we have people just flying about, scooters and shooting? Why are they shooting for? It's like near Vision, of course, somewhere there. Abandoned hull of you into here. And it appears to be a version of like a post-apocalyptic Earth that somehow features. It's like this comic. It's like Peter David was trying to imitate Planet of the Apes with this issue for some reason. Not sure why, but he did. Yeah, and it's a bunch of demon stuff. Everything's sort of back normal. And then we get to a point where someone's trying to kill Kirk, and then we have where Kirk is dreaming he's on a flying wooden ship. Yep. And like, someone has murdered the captain. You're dead, Jim. Yes, that was actually a line from the show. Yeah. So it's all about who's trying to kill him. I thought the remainder of these issues, we even see her here, which is nice. And then for some weird reason, I'm not sure why, they go from the movie uniforms to a flashback to Kirk wearing his TV show uniform. Yeah, it's like some kind of... And there's also the character Finian, who did appear in the show. He reunites with Kirk in this comic. Which, of course, basically he was a bully to him. Finian, of course, is not remembered that at all. And they kind of patch the things up. Like... And for some reason, the artist decided to draw Finian, because it's DC Comics, to make him look like... I mean, I look at his face here, I'm like, were they trying to make him draw him like Oliver Queen from Green Arrow? But here's the weird thing. His comic was published around the same period of time as his comic, so I'm sure they took inspiration from him to draw for his face, so yeah, and then of course they put a joke here. And we have this weird court-martial dream sequence. It's a very weird set of issues, but really fun, because it's Star Trek. Star Trek can be fun. And we'll get the book roughly a 9 out of 10. Next up we have is a original graphic novel for Godzilla called Godzilla Monster Island Summer Camp, where it's basically kids with Mila spending summer camp on Dinosaur Island. Monster Island. That's literally the story. It's written by Rosie Knight. Artwork by... Actually, she wrote the book, art by Oliver Ano. But not much else to discuss here. It just... hang out with a bunch of monsters of Godzilla. Get the book at 8... I'll give it 7.5 out of 10. Yep. So yeah, that's Book Yep. Took a view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up we have is One Piece. Okay, next view. Bye.